A rich man walked past the beggar without a second glance until his little boy suddenly stopped, looked back, and said, "Dad, that's Mom." The Blackstone Hotel glowed like a palace behind them, its golden light spilling onto the sidewalk as if the night itself bowed in reverence. Inside, crystal chandeliers still echoed with laughter, champagne flutes clinked, and wealth floated easily from one conversation to the next. Outside, the air was colder, sharper, quieter. Leo Blake held his father's hand tightly as they descended the marble steps, his small fingers wrapped around a worn plush lion whose fur had thinned with years of love. It didn't belong in this world of tailored suits and polished shoes. It belonged to a different life, a different home, one filled with bedtime songs and gentle whispers. Brian Blake didn't notice any of that. He was already on the phone, voice clipped and confident, discussing deals that would close by Monday and documents that needed signatures by morning. To the world, he was calm, controlled, unshakable. To Leo, he was distant, always moving, always forward. They turned onto a side street where the lights faded and the warmth vanished. The city felt different here. Empty storefronts, flickering signs, puddles reflecting tired neon. Leo slowed his steps, his heart tugged by something he couldn't explain. Then he heard it, a voice, soft, fragile, almost carried away by the wind. "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." Leo stopped. Near a shuttered shop sat a woman beside a battered stroller. Her coat hung loosely from her thin frame, sleeves frayed, hair tied back in a careless knot. She leaned over the stroller, hands moving with aching tenderness. Inside wasn't a baby, but an old teddy bear wrapped carefully in a faded blanket. She rocked it gently, shielding from the cold, singing as though it could hear her. Brian felt the pull on his arm and frowned. He glanced quickly, then looked away just as fast. His grip tightened. "Don't stare, Leo," he said sharply. "Keep walking." In his mind, the judgment came easily. Unkempt, mentally unstable. Another tragedy for someone else to handle. He had donated generously tonight. He had done his part. But Leo couldn't move. The song continued, and with it came memories. The cadence, the softness, the way the word sunshine floated like a kiss at the end of a lullaby. It wasn't just familiar. It was home. He stopped completely. "Dad," Leo said, his voice quiet but unwavering. "That's Mom." The world seemed to stop breathing. Brian froze, turning slowly as if afraid that looking again would make something impossible become real. The woman sat hunched, still singing, still rocking the bear. A flickering streetlight revealed her face in uneven shadows. And then he saw it, the slope of her jaw, the pale blonde hair, the faint scar along her cheek. "No," he whispered, "that's not possible." He crouched in front of Leo, forcing a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Your mom is gone, buddy. You know that." Leo shook his head gently. "She's not gone," he said. "She's just not home yet." The woman glanced up for a brief second. Her tired eyes passed over Brian without recognition, empty and distant, as if the man she once loved belonged to another lifetime. Brian straightened, throat tight, heart pounding. He told himself to walk away. He told himself it meant nothing. But something inside him cracked. The morning wind cut through Donna's coat as she sat beside a closed bakery, rocking the stroller back and forth. The wheels squeaked softly with each motion. Inside lay her bear, her Leo, wrapped snugly against the cold. "It's cold today," she murmured, adjusting the scarf around the bear's neck. "But Mommy's here." She never begged, never asked. Mothers didn't do that. They waited. They protected. They sang. People passed by, sometimes leaving coins or half-eaten food. She thanked them politely and shared it with the bear, tearing bread into tiny pieces and placing them gently beside him. She wasn't crazy, despite what the world thought. She just didn't remember everything. Only that once, long ago, she had held a real child, a warm little boy who fell asleep to the same song. That night, under metal stairs behind a closed pharmacy, she sang again as rain fell nearby. Her voice cracked, but she finished every verse. She always did. Across the city, Brian lay awake staring at the ceiling. The voice haunted him. He opened old videos, hands trembling as he watched on the couch years ago, blonde hair falling loose, baby Leo against her chest. You are my sunshine. Same voice, same rhythm, same ache. He pulled up the accident report he hadn't touched in years. No body found. Presumed dead. Burn patterns. Passenger side glass. A scar. His breath hitched. What if she wasn't gone? Leo, unable to sleep, drew quietly at his desk. A woman in a green sweater. Soft yellow hair. A small boy in her arms. A teddy bear beside them. When his stepmother asked, he looked up calmly. That's Mom, he said. She's just lost. The next night, Brian went back. No suit, no phone, just a cup of hot tea and a heart full of fear. He crouched near Donna, set the cup down gently. I used to know someone who sang that song, he said softly. Her shoulders stiffened. Do you have a son? He asked. Yes, she whispered. His name is Leo. The name shattered him. He didn't rush her, didn't touch her. He just promised to come back. Days later, warmth replaced concrete. Donna sat in a small apartment, quiet and safe, unsure she deserved it. When Leo arrived, he placed his bear beside hers. 2 identical bears. Her hands trembled as something deep inside her stirred. Then Leo hugged her. She broke. Memories returned in pieces. Screeching tires. Glass. Darkness. A child's cry. And finally his name. Leo. The test confirmed what hearts already knew. And when Brian told his wife, she let him go with grace, knowing love sometimes waits patiently in the shadows. Healing came slowly. Therapy, journals, burnt rice, laughter, music returned. Donna played the piano again, sang again, stronger this time. Leo created a time capsule with a note that said, Mom didn't die. She just got lost. And now she's home. The night Donna performed on stage, her voice carried not just a song, but survival. The audience rose in silent reverence before applause broke like a blessing. Later, under soft rain, the 3 of them walked hand in hand. No umbrellas. No hiding, because some people aren't gone. They're just waiting to be found. And if this story stayed with you, if it touched something quiet inside your heart, remember, you never know who's just one song away from coming home.